Okay, now we're going to explore your WordPress dashboard. So what we're going to do first is bring up a browser. And this is what your website should look like right now. Yeah, pretty plain, simple, everything. What we're going to do is log into the admin area. WP-admin. Go ahead and go into there. So we're going to go ahead and log in. Log in. Here in the dashboard, you'll find all kinds of information about what's going on in your site currently. So these areas, truthfully, I don't really use this area too much. I mean, you can collapse these areas down. At a glance, you can see how many pages you have, how many posts you have, comments. The only area I really like to see is activity, because you can see new comments that are coming in, so you can approve them, unapprove them, throw them in the trash, report them as spam. You can create, I never even use this area, you can create a quick draft. Those are really not needed, in my opinion. But as we get in later on in the course, we're going to go step by step and show you just by doing things rather than just explaining it. Because explaining the dashboard, this is going to be kind of a boring topic, but it may be necessary just to know what tools are available. But once we get into building, this stuff will go by really quickly, because when you're using it, you'll be able to understand it. So here in the dashboard, I'm just going to touch on just areas that we need to know, because the object of this course is just to get a site up and running. So I'm going to go ahead and breeze through what's available here on the dashboard, and I'm going to go through here. In this course, we're not going to really get into Jetpack. It's something that's some cool tools, but we're not going to be really using those for now. The next on the list is posts, or blog posts, which are dated entries. And we're actually going to get into this in a more detail as we go along into the next couple of lectures. So the next one is media. So this is going to be your pictures, sound clips, videos, and stuff like that, your logos. And the next is pages. So these are going to be like your home page, your About Us, your contact page, just general pages that aren't updated that frequently, but they have your key content within them. And comments, when you have a blog post, people comment on your blog posts, and you can come in here, and a lot of times they may be spam or trash, so you can just select one of these, or if you didn't like the comment, you can unapprove it, and it won't show up underneath your blog post. The next thing we're going to do, here's Marketplace. This is what was used to install WordPress. So really quickly, what we're going to do is we're going to uninstall this, because we already used it to install WordPress, so we no longer need it. So we're going to go ahead and click on Plugins. And we're going to scroll down to Mojo Marketplace. We're going to deactivate that. Okay, we can actually delete it too. We no longer need it. And yes, delete these files. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way so we can take one step back and go to Appearance. Appearance is going to have, the first thing is themes. So you saw at the beginning how it was just a very plain looking site. You can always choose a different layout, and it's very simple to do. All you just do is click Activate. And what we can do up here is, if you hover over here, it'll say View Site, and we can just view what the new layout looks like. I want to mention again that this course comes with a premium professional theme, and this layout right here is just a plain looking thing. So once I show you how to install your premium theme, it's going to look very professional, and it's going to look great. So, but this is just, it comes standard with WordPress. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the dashboard. and to appearance. You can see all those themes. I'll go through each one. Customize, we're not going to really use that one. Yeah, when you click on the main topic, the subtopics come down below it. We're going to talk about widgets in a lecture later on, and menus. And again, we're not going to really go through this information because once you install the premium theme, it'll have all this information in it, and once we're working within it, all this stuff will be easy to understand. So I'll go down to the editor, and here in the editor, this is actually all of the code for the site. So I would not recommend going into this area unless you know PHP, CSS, HTML, all these other programming languages. So I would say it's a lot easier to break something in here than it is to fix something. So I would avoid this area because to build your site, you really don't need it. It's already been established, so there's no need to mess with this area. Let's go ahead and close that out. And the next is plugins, and we'll talk about this later, but here again, WordPress and the plugins are updated constantly, by developers, and you can actually go in and one by one see when it's orange like this, that means there's an update available. So you can just click update now and it'll do it automatically for you. So plugin updated successfully, and it's reactivated successfully. And also you can add new ones. There's always a lot of functionality that comes along with WordPress, so you can either there's all kinds of things available. There are some free plugins that are going to come along with the course. The next thing is users. So right now there's only me, but you can add new users in here, such as if there's people in your office or on your staff. If you need individuals that update your site, you can give them different roles. Like I am the administrator, you can assign the next person. Well, actually, let me go ahead and show you here. You can edit. So for each new user, you can assign them different roles. Actually, let me go ahead and name myself, because right now I'm just admin. I'm going to go ahead and put my name. And then right now down here you can display how your name is shown. So I'm just going to go by Robert. And I'm really not going to fill out this information here. But let me show you how to add a new user real quickly. Just add new. Okay, I'm going to create a new user. I'm just going to create just a random person. Let's name him Chuck. I'm going to give him an email address, Chuck at WP Beginner Course. Just Chuck. He doesn't have a last name. But under here on role, administrator is the highest level. So I'm just going to give him, there's different levels you can get. So subscriber is the lowest level, so he can't really do any updates to the website. So I'm going to give him an editor role, so he can create new pages, create new blog posts, do some edits, but not at the administrator level, just at one level below. So I'm going to give him the editor level and just add him as new. Oh, got to give him a password. And then you can send an email to him to let him know that that he has a password, he has a new account, so you can do that. So now there's Chuck, and Chuck was sent an email to let him know that he has an account now, and it provided his password, which he can always go in there and change it himself. And here, your profile is just, once you log in, you can see your own profile. So tools. In this area, you're not going to be using this a lot unless you want to import content, export content. So I'm just going to breeze through this because it's really not, you're not going to be really using it. But so in the next lecture, we're going to be going over settings, which is going to be pretty extensive. So we're going to cover this in the next lecture. See you then.